Um, I think that more men should actually abandon their kids. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Pearl, that's so evil, that's so terrible, but hear me out. We have an entire social infrastructure in place that allows women to keep making and enabling bad decisions. So I'll give you an example. A woman can be a terrible wife and go to marriage counseling and then be told she's doing great and it's the husband's problem. On top of that, I know a guy who has his single mother sister living with him, and he allows her to boss him around. So not only is he bailing her out of her bad choice of being a single mother, he also allows her to boss him around, and men just want to keep the peace. And I thought about it, and there's this narrative that there's a lot of deadbeat dads out there. And the more I did this divorce documentary, so for those of you that don't know, I interviewed 1,000 people and found out that a lot of the things they tell us is true about society isn't. And one of those is that most deadbeat fathers are actually deadbeat mothers. It's mothers that stole the kids from the dad. And most dads I know actually don't really give a shit about the money. All they want is their children. And they go to court and they fight and they fight and they fight. And I have one friend in particular that is fighting for his kids currently. And I told him to stop fighting and just let her have them. And when men hear this, they kind of, it's very difficult because I know how much men love their kids. And I'm not saying to not go to court, but I would just accept whatever the court gives you. Because you're going to spend all this time, all this money fighting for your kids just for her to get custody anyway, most likely, right? So why even fight? Let her have them. And I actually think if more men had this mindset, more women, because women always say men abandon their kids and they don't. But what if they did? What if they said, hey, you made the choice to be a single mom. You broke up the family. You need to accept the consequences is that if you want primary custody, I'm not going to be involved. You only get me being involved and my help if I get primary custody. And I think if more men stood on that, there would be more women that actually gave up custody, because the problem is women get to have their cake and eat it too. And this kind of goes even deeper because the families enable and allow this, because a lot of single mothers, the only reason they can be single mothers is because they have their families help with their children. And there needs to be more families that tell their daughter, no, you are a single mom, deal with it. I'm not going to help you fix your house. I'm not going to help you raise your kid. You made this choice, deal with it.